The last line in that video is actually really important that he says, with learning more about your intuition and about the gift of fear, you can live your life less afraid. So reading these introductory chapters, seeing that video, maybe it got you thinking this is going to be kind of scary. The goal is to make things less scary. The more you understand what is happening, the less you're guided by unfounded fear. And you'll know what to do. You'll learn what to do with real fear and real intuition. So you've already done your reading, of course, because you're perfect students. So you already know what I'm talking about. So let's talk about, beyond the gift of fear, let's talk about victimology. What is victimology? So victimology is the study of victims. People have been studying victims, the experience of victims, since 1947. That's when it was officially named, this field of victimology. That's when that word was created and it became official, since 1947. So people who study victimology, people who study victims, they're looking at the causes of victimization. Why is someone vulnerable? And if we understand why they are vulnerable, can then it be avoided? They also look at the consequences of victimization. What does trauma do to a person? What makes a person who has been victimized once more likely to be victimized again? They also look at how the criminal legal system treats victims. And by the way, I use criminal legal system and criminal justice system interchangeably. The nomenclature for those doing reform work is usually criminal legal system, with the argument that the system we have currently does not actually provide justice for anyone, especially for the victims. So that's what I mean when I say criminal legal system. So we're looking at how the criminal legal system treats victims and understanding victims' rights. Victimology also looks at how society treats someone who has been victimized. Think of victim advocacy, but also think of victim blaming. And those are things we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about all these things. Victimology also looks at the experience of victimization. For example, different types of victimization. We're going to talk about each of these areas during this course. Previously, it was up to the victim or their loved ones, their surviving loved ones, to seek justice. Now it is up to the criminal justice system or the criminal legal system. And we're going to talk more about that almost toward the end of this term, what that experience is like and how the system is set up for victims. We're going to look at that in Module 9. Victimology as a science has included everything from blaming the victim and trying to understand the role they played in their own victimization, like antagonizing their attacker or having a bad choice of friends. So all of that, all the way to looking at how victims are treated in the court system when they're supposed to be getting retribution and healing. So what I want us to do now is watch our first video from that masterclass that you just saw the preview for. And this one discusses some of what you read in chapters 1 through 4 of your assigned reading. So it will build on that. The video is called In the Presence of Danger. So go ahead and watch that, and then we're going to come back together and talk about it a little bit more.